Welcome to this Anusara Yoga channel, YouTubers. My name's Sarah, if you haven't practiced with me before, and I've got a beautiful class coming up for you. It's actually what we're doing this morning is actually a small part of a longer sequence. If you want to get the longer sequence, please come and join me on my online membership. The links are below in YouTube. It's a wonderful way for us to practice and live stream together, and you get longer classes and I get a bit of financial support. So that'd be wonderful if you could join me over there. Do click the link and explore it. All right. So today you're going to need your mat, and you can see I've got a space in my mat. I've also got a block at one end and a pillow at the other, because this is all about finding balance. We're going to do some standing poses. As I say, this is a part of a bigger sequence, so this is the middle part of the sequence. So come on up to standing. Start by taking a couple of circles in your shoulders and warming up gently. So we always warm up the spine. So come to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn around to your right. So spin it on its axis even. Back to center and to the left. Back to center. Let's take your spine to the side. Up and over to the left, and then a very gentle back bend. Bring your hands to your booty, back bend, and exhale, forward fold. You might want to separate your feet for that and bow in, forward fold. So finding balance. Inhale, come on up. When we stand Tadasana with our feet in a hip width apart, we've got that lovely balance between balance and freedom. You have this ability to move, and you can see my feet don't move very much. As soon as we start to try to balance, can you see my foundational foot? It will move. So don't worry about that, this is the flux of life. It's okay to have that little bit of movement at your feet. So please don't expect yourself to be steel, solid, immovable. You're human and you move, all right? So we'll start with tree pose. Start on the mat here. This is kind of step one, hands to your hips. Take your version of tree. So that could be ankle, calf, avoid the knee, or up into your thigh. Notice that movement of your foot. Now squeeze the midline. This heel presses in, right, and return the pressure with your thigh. Start to imagine yourself drawing energy up into the heart, then offer it out into a beautiful tree pose. Okay, and then exhale, bring that down. Now we're going to stay on the same leg, but we're going to up the ante, okay? So we're now going to put our supporting leg, still my left foot, on the block. This is now going to make it feel a little bit more scary, so we stand into it. If it feels too scary, go back to the first version. All right, and then start to do the tree here. Again, deciding whether you're going to go ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Hug that midline. Give yourself a little lift here. If you give yourself a cough, that helps lift. And then feel that energy draw up. And then offer out your Vrikshasana, tree pose. And you will have movement. You don't look down at it, keep looking up, but you will feel the movement. Whoops, see, my tree's swaying in the foot. And then exhale, bring that down. So you kind of destabilize yourself by going up and added an extra dynamic. If you want to add more, then we add even more unstable surface like a cushion. All right, so let's do it a third time in your left leg. Place the foot on the cushion. And again, if it's too much, go back to the block or back to the floor and progress over time. This will really start to train and allow your ankle to kind of catch you. It'll use your core to try and catch you. You might choose to have the leg a little lower, especially if it's the first time you're doing this. You still hug the midline, you still draw the energy up, and then reach up and out. And you'll feel that movement. I'm sure you can see it on the video. There's more movement happening at my foot. And then exhale. Peel it down. That was tree pose in the left leg. Right, let's do it 3 times now in the right leg, okay? So you could choose to do it all on the mat. So number 1, right foot on the mat. Left foot, ankle, calf, inner thigh. Hug the midline. A nice cough to draw it into your center, and then draw it up. Reach it up. Bring a smile to your face. Lift the eye gaze, that's called your drishti. And smile. Offer it out. Offer out your pose. Doing a fantastic job there. And then exhale, peel the arms down, peel the leg down. Ready for the second one? So try the block. I'd love to know how you're getting on with this, by the way. Please do put something in the comments. Excuse my throat, I've just got over COVID, the dreaded COVID. Ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Squeeze your midline. Cough. And then reach up and out. Wonderful. You know, after a couple of practices, it doesn't come quite so scary. Exhale, bring it down. But it's nice to shift it up, shift the challenge. Same pose in a different situation. Try now the slightly more unstable surface. Okay, you ready? Find that drishti point. Ankle, calf, and I'm going to go for calf in this one. If you've got weak ankles, this is a great training ground to start to strengthen them. I feel all my feet, feel like my fingers, they're working and moving underneath me. I'm sure yours do too. Give yourself a cough. And then reach up and out. Lovely. And then peel it all down. Step off. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Now we're going on to some more balancing poses, and you can choose which option you take, the floor, a block or a cushion. I think for the rest of this class I'm going to go with the mid option, which is the block. So I'm going to bring that mid mat. All right, and we'll start with the left side. So placing your left foot clearly on the block or whatever you're choosing to do. Stand into that, so stand up. Your right foot will come onto its tippy toe and then flex the foot, tone the muscle to the bone. Bend the right knee. Inhale, reach up with your right arm. Reach down, get the toe. You can use a yoga strap if you want to. Get hold of the foot. Are you feeling the extra challenge of the height or the cushion? And then extend the leg up and forward. And it can have a little bend in it. I'll show you with a bend. Reach your other arm out as a counterbalance and then start to bring the leg out to the side. Whoa, feels so weird to be high and to change it up a little bit, but so good for the brain to change it up. And then we'll bring it back, hug it back in. Release it down nice and slowly, so don't go timbering, falling off the block, and step down. Deep breath in, long breath out. Well done. Let's try the other side. So stepping the right foot onto the block, step in, come into the tippy toes of the left foot to start with. Okay, and then flex the left toes towards your face. Turn that leg. Inhale, bend the left leg, reach up with the left arm, strap or hold the toe, or I like to hold the blade edge, the pinky toe edge, little toe edge. Okay, and then start to extend wherever feels good for you, but keep pulling on the foot so you integrate the hip, and reaching the arm out to the side is fantastic for balance. Bring the leg out to the side. You know, this might happen to you. You might go all wobbly and fall off, okay? If that happens to you, step back up again, have another bash, all right? Utthita Padangustasana. Back to center. Bend the leg and elegantly step off. Again, allow the rebound to come to you. Inhale and exhale. How about another one? Let's try the next one. So step your left foot, and we're going to go for figure four, all right? So stand into the leg, Bend your right leg. See how I've got my hands on my hips? This foot is still flexed. So I still feel like I'm integrating into the hip. Turn it around. Now my base leg, my left leg here, bends. Stick your booty back as if you're doing chair pose. So you still get the weight in the heel and over the whole surface area of that foot. I'm picturing everybody with these new challenges wobbling and falling out and coming back again, which is what it's all about. You can bring your hands to prayer. Sit down a little bit more, bottom all the way back. Keep these feet flexed so that the stretch is in the hip and not the knee or the ankle. And then inhale, come up, lift that leg up, and exhale, step your way off. Awesome. Other side, step the right foot on. Inhale, flex the foot. This is muscular energy as you'll feel the muscle tone the bone. We feel like we're drawing from periphery to core. Bend into the right leg. Hook it over, figure 4. Your booty goes back because we don't want to forget that foundation. We are challenging it today though. Sorry, not sorry. Sit yourself down a little bit more. Flex this foot. Whoops. Ankle and knee. Remember, it's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So all those wobbles are wonderful for you. Okay, and then inhale, come on up, lift the knee. Exhale, bring it down, step down. I've got one more balance for you. Ready for it? A little bit tricky, this one. Now I'm going to turn my block. It's still mid-mat, but it's going to go long ways. We're going to go for a Virabhadrasana 3, a warrior 3. You ready? They're tough poses. Step your left foot into the block. And then as you start to come up, point your right toes, hands to your hips. Remember, we have options with the arms. And remember the foot options. Aeroplane arms, hands on your hips, hands to prayer, or hands overhead. All right, so I'm going to go for the overhead arms, slightly harder. Start to float your right leg up. And then start to bring yourself down in a straight line. Straight line. Reach your fingertips forward, your right leg back. But your legs still feel like they're toning the bone. I feel like I'm pulling this right heel up into my hip and offer my heart and my fingers forward. 3, 2, are you still smiling and breathing? 1, inhale, come on up. And exhale, descend. Last one, best one, ready? Right foot on the block. Stand on up, left toes in. And now watch my back leg as I flex the leg. I'm not trying to send the leg away. I'm actually trying to draw it in. And that integration will make me feel a little bit more stable, even in amongst the dance that's moving in my foot. Hands, aeroplane, hips, prayer, or let's go for it all the way above. You ready? And then exhale, start to come down, come down, come down. You might stay kind of here. That would be awesome. Or reach forward. Keep breathing. Both legs are straight. Muscles tone the bone. You're strong for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, elegantly come on up. And then exhale, step off your block. Give your hips a little bit of a jiggle and a shake. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your arms down. And now your feet are earthed. It should feel really nice to be back on solid earth. Bring your hands to your heart center. You're very welcome to go on and do Shavasana or maybe do one of my restoratives. And please do check out my membership. Go and just have a peek. See you next month. Namaste.